it's gone. Poof.
What's up, everybody? This is Michael Davis, AEW Black. Welcome back to AEW Black Experience, right here, the PW Zone. And we got a couple things to discuss here today. As yesterday on AEW Rampage, it was announced that CM Punk needs surgery on his foot because he injured it this past Monday night on Dynamite when him and FTR fought Matchcaster and the Ass Boys, the Gun Club, Colton and Austin Gunn. And yesterday, we before the Rampage was started, we were curious to see what was this announcement gonna be, because soon we saw CM Punk announcing saying he got address the audience about the AEW World Championship in his career. We were afraid that oh shit, he got relinquished the championship. And yesterday happened, and he announced that he'll be out with a foot injury. He needs surgery for it, and we just thought, okay, he got relinquish the championship. He gotta be out for a while. He needs surgery, so that means he'll be out for a number of months. Nope. Turns out he's still gonna be AEW World Champion to fight, despite him being out with an injury that needs surgery. Now, if you need surgery on an injury that you suffer in any sport, whether it be wrestling, basketball, football, whatever, you gotta be out for a number of months. I don't know how long he gotta be out because of foot injury, but you never know. Why not have him have the championship vacated? This is not UFC. This is not boxing. Especially if this was UFC, CM Punk would be knocked out and get blade busted open every night. Hence why he wasn't in the UFC for that long. And only had 2 fights, which he lost both of them. I don't care what you say. He lost that one match with Michael Jackson. Even though Michael Jackson was torn with him for most of the matchup, he lost. You know, that ended up being a draw or whatever the fuck. Anyway, back to the fact of the matter. Him being out getting surgery on his foot, being out for several months, so he should vacate his championship. But no, we gotta have all this shit going on that gotta be happening this Wednesday on Dynamite. So, what's going on is, and AEW just posted on their Twitter account, you gotta be a Battle Royal to kick off Dynamite. And the winner of that Battle Royal will face off in the main event later that night against Jon Moxley. Why Jon Moxley? Don't know. And the winner of that match will go on to the Forbidden Door on June 26th in Chicago to face off against the winner of the match between Hiroshi Tanahashi and Hogan Goto in the main. And those two, the winner of the match on Dynamite and the winner of the match at Dominion, will face off one-on-one for the interim AEW World Championship. I'm just saying to myself, okay, so we're definitely gonna see Jon Moxley versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. This is literally what's going to happen, because Jon Moxley been calling out Tanahashi for fucking months. He pretty much called Tanahashi a pussy for not accepting his challenge at All Out, or him when he lost the U.S. Championship. Tanahashi was the first one to challenge Later also for the belt, which he won at the show at Los Angeles, Resurgence. That was called Resurgence. He won at Resurgence against Lance also for the belt, which Jon Moxley saw at ringside, and he walked out pissed off that he won. And he also called him out after the Fair Forward match that Tanahashi and Moxley were in, when he would eventually won by Juice Robinson for the U.S. Championship. Now this is happening. we're definitely gonna see Tanahashi versus Moxley. Doesn't matter who wins the Battle Royal to kick off Dynamite this Wednesday. They're going to be Moxley versus Tanahashi, and Moxley got to win the World Championship. Like, I mean, it isn't inevitable, because having this match be for the title, it just kills any predictions for this show, for this match, because you're not gonna have Tanahashi win the belt, especially if he has obligations in Japan. So how he gonna be bounced around from America to Japan to be AEW World Champion and do whatever he gotta do in Japan? Unless is he doing more bookings in New Japan America? It makes sense. Have him win the belt, but I'm pretty sure he has more obligations in Japan than America. That's just me. And with Moxley being the interim world champion, it's just why Moxley? I mean, no disrespect to Moxley. I love Moxley. He's killing it in AEW. He's killing it in general in wrestling. But I think it would be fair to have him and Paige be the one to go out and challenge for be the one that he has a match, the main event. They have to get the winner of the Battle Royal on Dynamite. Because since he was the one that won the championship last, he was the one that held the championship last. He was the one that got pinned by CM Punk. The only thing it'd be best if have him and Paige be the one to have that match against the winner of the Battle Royal. I mean, that's just me. But if Moxley does win, then they'll make him be the first person to win the AEW World Championship twice in AEW history. Because throughout the history, we've seen Chris Jericho win it, King Omega win it, Punk, Heyman, and Moxley having in my opinion, one of the best reigns in the AEW as World Champion, despite being a pandemic. I know a lot of people didn't like it because they thought it was boring. They think that Jon Moxley's not capable of being World Champion, but he proved that he's capable of being World Champion, especially in a damn pandemic. Like, he had a great reign. Him and Paige had a great reign. That doesn't matter how many times people would complain and disrespect him and Paige's reign, because he's not King Omega, he's not a Chris Jericho, he's not Jon Moxley. It doesn't matter. This guy got over for 2 years with Cowboy shit, and once they pulled the trigger, once he won that championship, the entire arena, the entire Target Center, the same place I was at for Full Gear, went berserk when he won that championship. And throughout his title reign, he had ball burner of a match after ball burner of a match. This guy couldn't miss in these championship matches, even non-title matches. This guy went the distance with Bryan Danielson. He only went the distance with him again, but he retained the title at Winter Coming. He had great matches against. He had great Texas Death matches against Lance Archer and Adam Cole. He had a pretty damn good matchup for the AEW World Championship against Dante Martin of all people. Who else? He had that match with Takeshita. That was a pretty damn good matchup too. Like, I want y'all to put some respect in him and pay his name, because this time reign that he had was great. I don't care how many times you gotta complain and criticize this time reign, it was great. It was someone who literally came from being just a guy who was part of group after group, whether it be from the Decade and Ring Warner to the Bullet Club to the Elite, and all the way down to being on by himself, being an honorary member of the Dark Order, and went on to being the World Champion. Like, I don't want to hear shit from anyone that criticizes him and Paige's time reign, because his time reign was, no pun intended, elite. And anyone that said otherwise, you can go fuck yourself, because he had a great reign and he killed it as a World Champion. And hopefully he has another shot at the championship. Hell, if you go down to the TNT championship, then that'd be cool too. But overall, this whole situation with the championship not being vacated is it's confusing as hell. Because one minute you have Chris Jericho saying that the title is vacated, and it's Cowboy kind of smarting him up saying that it's not vacated. CM Punk is still the champion. He got to be an interim world champion. If CM Punk got to be out for several months, there's no point in having an interim world champion. So it had the title be vacated. Because to say what you will about WWE, when you're injured or when you need to take a break because you're very sick or whatever, they vacate the championship and have somebody else win it. They're not AEW trying to be like all the other sports like boxing and MMA. When someone's hurt, can't make it to a booking, they have an interim champion. They did it a couple times, but most of the time they only last about a couple weeks. CM Punk being out gonna be about give or take about 4 or 5 months. I don't know where the type table is for foot surgery, but pretty sure he's gonna be out for almost half a year, give or take. So he still vacated the championship, not to have this confused method of this guy will win a battle royal and go on against a former champion. And you have two guys from New Japan facing obviously who will face off against the winner of the match, the main event match at Dynamite at Forbidden Door. Like this is what I mean about the booking in the AEW. This is why people are tuning out, and the reason why the booking does not make sense at most of the time AEW. So between this and the flip-flopping of the TNT Championship, having Shane War be in the title picture for the TNT Championship for 8 fucking months, ridiculous. Thank God Discovery Sky and Man of the Year won that match at Double Nothing, that we don't need to see Shane War fight for the TNT Championship ever again, unless at least with Scorpio Sky being champion. So yeah, CM Punk's gonna be out for foot surgery. Gonna be interim world champion, and we most likely to see Moxley for the Tanahashi for the first time ever. And I'm pretty intrigued about that match. But let me know down below what you think thoughts are about this whole situation. Do you think they should have vacated the championship? Do you think we're gonna see Tanahashi versus Moxley? If so, who do you think will win that match between Moxley and Tanahashi? Let me know down below in the comments. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, tap the bell on the YouTube algorithm and my videos. And I may do a Hell in a Cell review tomorrow after the show or the day after. So be on the lookout for that. And we guys have a great weekend. Till that time, I'm Michael Davis, Black. I'm out.